Alright, ladies, let's go. Another game in Valorant. Let's make it happen. We have Fabriken going up against Valorando. A show match here today between some of the European top 10 teams. And there was actually a ranking released for the beta. Obviously, this is a closed beta still, so all of this will change once the game is out. But as we are actually seeing Valorando on the attacker side right now, we got Fabriken on the defenders. And Fabriken actually came in 7th place in those standings that I just talked about a second, so in this ranking. And Valorando came in 9th. So those are two of the current top 10 teams in Europe. And the only question with the release of the game itself next week is going to be, will they be able to hold that spot, yes or no? Because as you can imagine, there's going to be a lot more players jumping onto the Valorant hype train. I'm going to try and set something up here. Now, once again on Bind, and we got Valorando on the attacker side, as I just mentioned. And they're once again playing also with Viper over here, which is on this map in particular a bit that Brimstone replacement that they have here. We have the new player still in action, so we actually got Pan here, a little bit of the first skirmish in the pistol round, and immediately a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Fabriken, but the Brimstone is a little bit low too. And we got the defense already starting to rotate in from the side here. Spike not planted just yet, but Chris is taking care of that just now. Has to abort the process though, gets the kill against Leodets, but Nicola comes in, takes Chris down, and Braxco gets eliminated a second later. So Fabriken takes the first round on this particular map. There's a couple of things to talk about just in general. We're going to focus on the attacker side a little bit as usual. But Valorando, as I just explained the other day, have now a new player. They announced Pan as their 5th member of the team. So he joined the fun here. Full on eco round actually for Valorant, as you can see. The only one that at least bought a little bit is Pan, whereas Fabriken dug deep here. We had a bit of a variation for the second round just yesterday on the side of Valorando, where they actually went only into the heavy armor, which was kind of interesting to see as well. But in this case, Fabriken decided that they still want to have a couple of SMGs too. There's the first one already in action. Nicola and Zipper get the 2 kills against Valorando. And here's already the defender side pushing out on B. We only got a last man standing actually for Valorando, so there's not really a lot left on their end. Chris is the last man standing. He's far away from the spike too. The only thing that he can hope for is a kill or two. That's pretty much the only thing. Gets one, but runs straight into Leodets. You could literally see how he was just like trying to aim the head. Don't shoot too soon, just give him a second, and then locks it in. So yeah, nicely done. But there's a couple of other things, of course, that we still need to talk about as well. And one in particular is that with the game coming up, there will be a lot more competition also. And then, of course, the question, can Valorando really establish themselves as one of the top teams in Europe in the long run? Same goes obviously for Fabriken too. I mean, Valorando had yesterday actually also a couple of problems on this map on the attacker side. And maybe today they can break through that a little bit. They were much more controlled on map number 2. Cypher Straps already giving, of course, some information here. And that's actually one of the things that's like super important in any tactical shooter, but Valorant in particular, that you gather information for the team. That's where an agent like Cypher, for example, comes into play. Because you can always get those traps set in. Braxco gets a kill over here. This round so far is going a little bit better for Valorando. Yeah, but they are losing another one of their players now. Still a 3 versus 2 situation for them. And we also got Sage in play. So at some point Braxco might actually get that heal. Right now it seems like we are still on cooldown for Sage. Not so much ooh, nicely done. Laka, honestly, when it comes to his operator play, one of the backbones here for the team, still 2-man standing for Valorando. Braxco in particular, together with Rax, is now making it over to A spawn and place down the spike. That gives them extra credits for the next round already. And economy is kind of important here. I mean, I talked in previous games already about the underdog bonus that you, so to say, get when you lost a few consecutive rounds. But it's really important on the attacker side to just place that spike down. That's another 300 across the board. So for the team in total, it's 1,500 credits for the next round, which is actually quite a bit. That's a lot of utility at least. Sage is trying to make her way in right now. Nicola is the last one standing for Fabriken. Very little chance of him to make a play here. Gets immediately spotted and gets taken down. Can't really do a whole lot here. could have thought about saving maybe with 2 remaining here. I mean, again, weapons are there for Valorando, and we're ending up in that typical early game where the team that loses the first 2 rounds secures themselves the 3rd one, since they can outgun the opponent simply because they have the better weaponry. But as you can already see right here, by now everybody is pretty well equipped now. We got armors being bought again, so with that we also have no operator for Valorando. But on the defender side, there's at least one for Shadow Lols. I mean, a lot of the guys here, former PUBG pros, played Counter-Strike or other games where they were highly impactful too. There's a lot of former pros or, well, players that want to be some in the game right now, that want to be there from the get-go. Another attack attempt from Valorando onto A, apparently. Spike is actually straight in the middle, so they're poking a little bit. And in particular, when we're looking over to Chris, for example, he currently has the drone out to give them some information on what's happening exactly on B. So gets the drone out with Cypher. Has also a few of the shock darts that he could use. But they're really just playing this incredibly slow. I mean, Rax, for example, is currently still sitting over here, has used his camera on A multiple times now, but he got spotted and immediately taken down by Fabriken. But they're making the rotation slowly. We got Braxco just waiting here, and actually playing this also fairly slow, wants to make sure that nobody comes in from the showers. But here comes the attack on A short. As we have Valorando starting to push in, trying to wrap around here to time the attack properly. Yeah, already getting the first trap out, making sure that he can distract the opponents a little bit. There's a kill against Chris. Cyber with another one, takes Pan out too, but Rex comes in from the side, gets 2 kills. Laka with another one, uses his ult immediately to get themselves a little bit more information. They know now about Cypher on window, and Rex is the one who immediately places down the bomb under the cover of Viper. Braxco still alive here, still trying to play through the showers, peeking at the window every now and then, and gets the kill. Nicely done. Peeking here together with Laka. They get the kill, but Nicola responds shortly after. It's a 2v1 situation now, though. And Nicola, last man standing, is still trying to go for the defuse, fakes it real quickly. Camera is already out, tries to figure out where exactly they are, needs to remove the dart that would reveal him over and over again. Peeks into the right spot, but he doesn't get the kill against Braxco. Braxco comes out, wins the duel. Rax was incredibly low here, only 33 HP for him, trying to reach the operator, but couldn't get to it in time to lock it down for Laka. Still a good round for Valorando. They want it, they take it. 2 versus 2 at this point on the scoreboard.
This is a nice spot.
But it was a pretty good one. Kinda need the spike at this point, though. Someone has to run back and get that thing. I heard it's kinda important to have that. You can obviously always place it somewhere in the middle if you don't know which bomb site you want to go to. But it seems like Chris is currently the mule of the team, and the one that is being sent back right away to get it. At this point, Laka finally has his operator and is already trying to use it. On the right side here, slows down B long a little bit. Let's go to 1, picking up the spike in the back. Defenders currently, Fabriken with 2 over on A. And Brimstone is actually pushing out quite aggressively. Still a little bit of scouting going on the minimap, as you can see from Chris. Checks Hookah. As the rest of the team moves on to B, or at least tries to. The wall is in, they could break through it. No noise is being made here at all. Don't take the orb either for the ult. And they're going to try and break. Oh, they're going to actually try and just like simply boost over the wall, setting their own wall up, and bam, Nicola is down. First kill, but a good shot here with the Bucky. 1 kill, 2 kill. Shadow Lols with the Bucky, just absolutely obliterating them here. Job nicely done by him. Braxco finally putting an end to that killing spree. Here's a quick heal for Braxco himself, and for now it's a 1 versus 3. Oh, talking about 1 versus 3. There's the kill, nicely done by Zippon. Gets the kill against Laka. Has only a Sheriff though, and can't get to the weapon either. He's just sitting tight here and can't really move through. Just in front of him. Oh, and jumps right into Braxco. And that's honestly a kill opportunity that you can't give Braxco. If you give him a gift like this, he's just gonna take this and a second later. So nicely done by him. I mean, of course, now the lead on the board for Valorando. Nicely done by them. locking this one in. Economy is still looking very good for Fabriken though, so it's not like they're running out of money anytime soon. They lost 3 rounds in a row now, which means that for this round they also got another 2,900. So it's a fair chunk of credits every round. Zippern, as you would expect, is currently leading the board for them. Braxco and Rex also high up for Valorando here, but don't quite reach his numbers. Latex gets the kill against Laka on the other hand. They pushed out of showers with 3. Braxco, the only one who was still standing over here and is double checking if someone else is moving through, which isn't really the case. At the same time, we are also looking at Rex, still sitting there towards A short. Going to see what's happening, and the decision was made. It's going to be another approach towards A, as we have Brimstone, sorry, actually Breach and Cypher holding B for Fabriken. There's not a lot of information available for Fabriken right now. They don't hold window, by the way, on A. And Rex now slowly starting to move through here. Spike, once again, sitting on Cypher. Has also the owl up, could also use it. Just like scout what's happening here. Pan is the one going straight in for the operator play. And the ult has been used. At this point, we have Braxco with the ult. Nearly gets the kill, but gets taken out a little bit too quickly. Good incendiary from Brimstone. Follows this up with an ult as well. Orb gets taken behind this, but it's a 4 versus 2 on the map now, and it's starting to get a little bit dicey. Seems like they're actually going to save this one. And they got 45 hit points on Rax. That's not really a whole lot. And they just decide to fall back for now and see if they can get a rotation kill. Doesn't really look likely at this point, but they're just going to wait it out. Good defense, very good defense from Fabriken. They rotated over to A once they knew what was happening here. Were able to take Braxco down after he used his ult. He only got the 1 kill against Sage. That's all that he was able to lock in for his team. They were obviously hoping to establish a bit of point control that they can use then to plant the spike down and guard the area. But set is tied. At least for now. 8 kills now for Zippern. Fantastic here. Died 4 times. Really nice numbers for him. Braxco with 6 kills for his team. He's trading quite well here. Died 3 times only. Laka and Pan are not really having the best score at this point, but Laka in particular, of course, the one that usually starts to excel really on the defender's side when he is able to also afford an operator round after round. But it seems like they are simply deciding between Laka and Pan, or whoever goes for that. Looks like B is once again the play. We still got Braxco over on A. Double checking. If we can actually get something here. But Latex takes him down. Nicely done. The operator shot against Braxco as he peeks around the corner. 3 still on A. Moves through Hookah. Boombot. Put the robot down. And let's see. There's already the attempt to scout this out. Chris. Yeah, nice. Spawn Cypher. Misses the dart though. Exactly that they're in a tuna box at this point. Trying to wall bang it, and they get the kill. Then Breach ult on the other hand, and Breach comes around the corner. Shadow lulls with a kill against Laka. Trying to go for the second one, but Rax is there and takes him down. 3 versus 3 now. But of course the rotation over from Spawn. They're going to try and come through the door here. Spike is already on the ground. Pan, he's the one trying to double check everything and controlling Spawn. 3 of them are actually right there. Gets a satchel out. Okay, tries to get a little bit of damage into it. Second one is coming through as well. A little peek around the corner in just a moment if you can. The wrap around the elbow.
You will not
try and come in from the side, but good kill. Pan comes in, takes Latex down. Nicola revived 1, gets taken down a second later. This doesn't look good for Fabriken. It was a good plan initially, but now another one falls. Full control of Valorando on the point. Very, very well done. They got every single angle here. They got Chris in Hookah the entire time. They're covering elbow, and they also had a very, very nice look towards Spawn, especially, of course, Pan, as we highlighted several times here. Alright, let's jump in and have a bit of a look into the next round. But I like it. Valorando's games always seem to be quite close. Especially when we looked into their games again yesterday. It was actually just back and forth the entire time. Today might be a similar series here. Laka has finally his operator, as you can see. So the eco works out for him this time. Has enough money to afford one, and he died last round, so he lost his weapon. But very likely I'm going to make his approach over to Belong again. That's exactly where we're seeing him. There's like 2 against him, so he needs to be careful with that. Plays his card rather slow. There's not really too much happening just yet. If anything, then Braxco might be the one to have the first encounter here. Rax is sitting in the middle and could actually run into Raze any second. But there's still a little battle between Viper and Brimstone. Valorando plays it slow. Play it slow. They set it up again on A, trying to go through A short. Get the information out. As the cage guarding the corner, moving straight into the light spot. That's already the end of it. Latex comes in, takes him down. Rotation is now coming from B as the gist is obviously up, and Valorando needs to try and push a little bit faster here. Unless they decide to try and make a rotation, they have to cover their backs, of course. That's exactly what Lucka is currently trying to do. But the rest of the team, let's be really cautious with this right now as well. Braxco still sitting in the showers here, still trying to see if he can maybe get a kill. Alright. It's a toxic orb out again. Block side. There's already the spawn coming around the corner. Zippern takes down Pan. The trade as Chris goes for the counter kill. Braxco playing it slow here and actually moving back a little bit. They're trying to play time. They're trying to play for the spike. Here comes another blind. Nicely done. Well done by Shadow Lulz. Chris is down. The ult comes in. And now they know perfectly well where Lucka is. Fabriken with a really nice move here. Good kill by Braxco as he's trying to prevent it. Comes around the corner, gets the kill against Shadow Lulz. Holy hell! Leo Dets is now in a one-on-one situation against him. And Braxco comes in and takes him with 8 HP. The triple kill, going full boss mode in that encounter. Holy hell, that man's on fire. Whatever he had for breakfast, it definitely did the trick. Not bad. Comes in, gets the initial kill. That one still looked easy, and then it follows up with another 2. And Cypher in particular at this point was probably just sitting there. It's like, what the fuck just happened? How did that go down? So yeah, Cypher in the middle of the defuse gets taken as well. And Braxco with 9 kills. Looking absolutely fantastic here. Bit of a wall play again from Braxco. Trying to, of course, also set the wall up for vision. Oh, a very aggressive play actually over here from Cypher on B, but the kill comes through as Fabriken loses one of the defenders on B spawn. So now that we have everybody starting to jump in from Valorando, they're trying to take the point. Only 2 defenders, one on the left. Braxco takes Nicola down. On the left side, we still have one. Wall goes up, nicely done. The heal comes out too. There's only Cypher, and he's completely cut off right now. Yep, there's the spike. And they're looking really, really good. Fantastic control again from Valorando, at least thus far. 3 defenders are still there. One of them is already identified in the box and got taken out here. Good cover on the teleporter. Another kill, Zipper, the last man standing, gets eliminated by Chris. Nice double kill from Chris to secure another point for Valorando. 6 points against 3 right now. Nicely done here. And economy is starting to... I mean, again, on the one hand, economy is suffering a little bit for Fabriken, of course, because they keep losing round after round and losing their weapons as well. But at the end of the day, as I said, if you lose more than 2 rounds in a row, you end up with 2,900 every round. That's a lot. On the winner's side, you only get 3k. So outside of course, netting yourself a few kills and some extra credits through that. So at this point, Fabriken still has a lot of money that they can actually use. And damn! Yeah, Lucka, the counter kills over on A. That's a little bit of kill fiesta that we're already seeing here. Zipper did incredibly well. Gets the ult out again, has on 11 hit points. He needs a heal. Problem is that Sage is already dead, so he's not going to get one anytime soon. It's a 2 versus 3 setup on the other hand. Yeah, Braxco is still alive and is trying to wrap around here. Nice deny of vision also with his wall as he sets that in. And tries to get the kill. Gets in the position first. Wraps around it a little bit. Double checks on spawn and gets a kill against Leo Dead. But Zippern takes him down for the triple kill. 11 hit points. A 1v1 situation. And Raze has no hit points whatsoever. Nothing left here. Spike. Not planted just yet. Yeah, the drone is out. Trying to get some vision. Alright, knows exactly what's happening. Oh! And jumps over towards B. I don't know if that was... Is he trying to save? Was that actually intended? Like, that must have been intended. I mean, he immediately starts moving back here, but it looked for just a second as if he was actually moving in by accident. So now he's trying to make his way through showers, I suppose. Takes, first of all, the trap down, so they already know where he is. Oh, this could be weird. This is getting really weird. 11 hit points. There's no way he survives that. He's in the corner, and there's the kill. Chris gets it. Nicely done. Yeah, good job by Chris, and that's 7 points against 3 on the board now. But yeah, with 11 hit points, let's face it, once that it turned into a 1v1 situation, there weren't really a lot of chances left anymore for him. Okay, Spike gets picked up again. Every single player on the side of Valorando has now an ult ready. So there's a lot that they can do with this. And there's only 2 rounds left in the half. So then we're going to switch sides again. And by the way, I'm going to prepare everybody already for what's happening after we reach halftime. So, of course, once again, the score overlay up at the top is going to be wrong. So the score switch is a bit of a bug that Riot still has in there. I'm pretty sure that they are going to fix it with the final version. Game is being released next week, and by that time we should have that fixed. But for now, at least in the beta, that wasn't really a big focus for them, as you can imagine. So that's the thing. A little bit of a look over here as we have Braxco trying to get a kill. Yeah, goes around the corner, at least was attempting to. But the wall is now set up, so he's already zoned out a little bit. Still, the smokes go down. The ult! Oh, is that a kill? No, but Chris is taking quite a bit of damage. And Braxco is still fighting it out over here. Gets his ult through and pushes everybody back, or at least tries to. Yeah, plays around that a little bit. Goes back in, could kill that quite easily. Has to be careful. It's actually kind of interesting because we have Nicolas sitting on the right here, just outside of the ult, poking in a little bit, poking in, poking out, just double checking the integrity of the wall. Sitting in, losing the HP, of course, would get it back once that he moves out of it again. Yeah, tries to get the kill, but gets taken down. Braxco, nicely done. They're all moving through right now. Braxco is at 12 HP, desperately needs a heal, but Sage is down already. They're still using the ult as cover, and the only survivor is actually on the defender side, Leo Detz, who's just sitting there and saying like, well, I don't really want to go into this, but he moves in and gets the perfect angle on Viper. Secures himself also. Different weapon here, locks the Vandal in. Only the Spectre before, but Chris is slowly but steadily mutating into the man of this map. He is getting kill after kill, really putting the numbers up on the board now. Has overtaken Braxco even, with the 2 assists that he has there. So, yeah, nicely done. Used his ult earlier as well, but holy shit, I mean, he is absolutely murdering at this point. He's getting important kills too. I mean, he's oftentimes the last man standing and then just brings it over the time. Now we have 8 points against 3. Last round in the half, of course. We got Laka again on his operator, and as usual, he's double checking what's happening on B long. Doesn't really seem like anybody's going to do him the favor of moving in for this one. Nope. Doesn't seem like anybody is going to peek here. Both of the B defenders are sitting real deep right now. It's true first for Brimstone and then also for Cypher. A bit of a slow approach now. And they gave the bomb over to Chris again, who already has the drone up and is checking out the spot. Alright, knows that one is on elbow.
Revealing area.
Gets the dart out, gets a little bit of an idea of what's happening here, and they're slowly making their way over to B. And Sage has actually realized that as well on Fabriken's side. So she's rotating over. A little bit of a wall bang happening. Trying to flush out Rax, sorry, not Rax, Cypher, which so far hasn't really worked out.
Shock dart.
Good shock dart on the other hand, and that definitely tickled a little bit. Yeah, he's still sitting in the tuna box and is saying like, yeah, I don't like that too much. So that was actually a bit of damage that he received there. Had to move out. 5-man commitment by now. And Fabriken seems to think that they're only making a little bit of noise over here, but the ult comes through as Breach looks for the kill. Pan takes down Leo Dead, so that's a good start. And talking about Pan, he's sitting at the side here and trying to catch the rotation. Catches one shot. Oh, and gets another headshot in. 3 kills for him, and the attackers win the round. Nicely done. Valorando with a big lead at this point. 9-3. Yeah, scoreboard actually has shifted over at this point. So again, it's actually Valorando in the lead. So apologies for that. We're going to focus on attacker side a little bit more as we did in the previous round. So now we're going to get a bit of a glimpse how Fabriken is going to deal with the attacking side of the equation. That's one thing that I should also point out. I don't really think I highlighted at the beginning. Now, As mentioned, we have a new player on Valorando's team. They played yesterday for the first time with Pan as the official 5th member. But we also have apparently a tryout today for Fabriken. So they are playing with a stand-in here as well and not with a full 5-man that they've been using for the duration of their beta games. There's obviously a lot of shuffle still to be expected as the game is going to be released soon, TM. Chris actually moved out onto the showers. You might have caught it on the minimap and destroyed the Cypher Cam. But when we're looking over towards Race, that's a little bit of a different story because it seems that Zipan is trying to make his play. Double checking the Cypher Cam as well over here. I like it. And talking about Cypher, let's jump quickly into the vision of Rax, who is aggressively moving out here, trying to catch the rotation. Has a little bit of information here and tries to get the angle. One already down. Braxco and Latex, they could get the kills here. He's a bit cut off, but he is super aggressive, really far out. But we also have to keep an eye over on Pan, who's already using the cluster bombs here. That's where we're having, again, Rax coming in. Rax with a vision, a headshot! And that's the first kill. Looks for a few more cluster grenades coming out, and he's flush. Oh, Rax, calm the fuck down. Comes around the corner, locks in an insta headshot. And they win the first round on the defender side. Aggressive stance here from Rax, pushing out very, very early in the round, and it definitely worked for them. But holy hell, 2 absolute precise headshots here by him to lock it in for the team. Now that puts even more pressure onto Fabriken, who are now 7 points behind. Again, scoreboard has to be swapped. That's actually nothing on my end. That's still a bug in the UI of Riot. So will very likely be fixed with the release of the game itself, but still have to point it out right now. So a 10-3 advantage for Valorando, putting a lot of pressure, honestly, onto the attackers right now. We got Brimstone. We're gonna take a look at him. Latex is moving straight into it onto Belong. Yeah, it's actually taking the AWP here very quickly as well. And the rotation through the teleporter, which immediately puts the pressure onto Pan here, who has all of a sudden a lot of friends that to deal with. But he slows it down significantly and even gets hits in. Very good hits, actually. Oh my god. They make again the exact same play, where they actually went into a lot of armor. Nice save from Pan. Jumps out. Really, really well done by him. But there's still a bit of weaponry remaining that Braxco uses right now to get the 2 kills in. A situation that they're in right now, or wouldn't they go for extra weapons? They are now with 11 points on the board against 3, incredibly ahead over Fabriken. It's a really good setup here. The only question that remains is, can Fabriken somehow build up that momentum? They lost 2 in a row now in this round, which means, of course, with the last one being a safe round, an eco round, they have now enough money to buy themselves proper rifles. Vandals in play. We got the Phantom in here for 3 of them. But Laka by now also has his operator. This is honestly the round that is the most dangerous from the defender's perspective, simply because they won the last 2 rounds and they bought on the second. So now they have some mad weapons. There's a couple of SMGs in play that you usually want to trade out at some point, but of course you can't afford to simply let everything go and buy yourself new weaponry. So with Laka getting 2 kills in, thanks to his operator, they are already looking fantastic here. And that's a massive setback for Fabriken. This is a round where you have the advantage. You are outspending your opponent on the 3rd round in a situation like this. And as you can see, Valorando, with the kills that they just got, moves out immediately and grabs those weapons, grabs those rifles. So now not only do they have a numeric advantage, they also, in addition to that, have just the same level of weaponry here and didn't even have to pay for it. So that's fantastic for them. And yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I mean, whenever you see the Thrifty achievement or the Thrifty notification at the end of a round, it just means that you were able to win the round while spending less than your opponent. Good kill by Zipan though. I mean, he is really the one who is having a huge impact here for the team. One of the ones that comes in and tries to get the initial kill. 3 versus 3 setup now, as they're trying to defend here. Zipan is starting to get a bit of a beating though, as they're trying to push too long. Right, takes this one down, still gets revealed here. It's going to be a little bit clutch. Zipan is going to try and make the play here. Brimstone already eliminated. Zipan, last man standing, gets the kill though. 1 versus 1 right now. Braxco gets hit hard by those cluster bombs. Both of them are on roughly 40%. Yeah, bomb. They need to defuse, but there's the kill. Yeah, but he gets it through. Defenders actually take it. 12 against 3. Zipan just a little bit too late. Braxco came in and said, alright, fuck it, let's just defuse through that. And they get the win in the round. And that puts us onto the first match point. A dominant performance here by Valorando right now. Well played by them, and a really good performance here on the map, on bind. Yeah, so job well done. When it comes to ults, we have Braxco with his Viper's Pit ready, so he can use that. 21 kills for that fucker, look at him. 21 kills, just absolutely destroying in this game. And on top of that, 17 for Zipan, nearly doubling the score of his teammates. I mean, he is a fucking beast, and he locks another one in, and as he just eliminates Chris coming out here. Zipan is absolutely crushing. Gets a little bit of an assist here as well. It's actually Braxco trying to slow this down. Same time, we have 2 of the players creating a bit of noise over on B, where we only have Sage sitting right now. Well, only. That's Laka with his operator. So that's definitely tricky enough, and it seems like B is going to be the point where Fabriken is going to try and attack here. But let's see if they can actually pull that off. Rotation is already in. Valorando is moving over, trying to defend here. 2 ults available. Especially when we're looking towards Zipan. He has his own ult there as well. Moves in with a Phantom. Operator's covering long right now. 2 on A. 37 seconds left. Slow approach. Fabriken trying to figure out where do they want to go now. Ult being used on A. They need to push in and now. For fun, everybody is unleashing ults at this point. This is the match point already. Braxco with a double kill right off the bat. Great setup for him. Lockup revives Chris. 5 versus 2. And they're just like firing blind at this point. Ults are out. It doesn't even matter anymore. This is game. Bam! Straight between the eyes. Rax takes Zipan down, and that's the victory for Valorando against Fabriken on bind. And we have, of course, the rematch. We're in Haven this time. We got Valorando against Fabriken. Rux, as usual, on this map with the camera towards A long. Again, Fabriken playing with a player that they are currently considering as their 5th, so they're having a few tryouts here as well. This is just the same day as the beta will go down. Valorando just announced yesterday their 5th man in the rotation, and we're gonna see how exactly this is going to work out for both of these teams in the long run. Right now, both of them have actually top 10 positions in Europe. This is, of course, still a closed beta, so what it's worth for the period of the closed beta, these 2 teams have been top 10 teams in Europe, have done fairly well during tournaments, and this is of course a situation that they would like to hold throughout the game itself. Pan already with a Roomba. Shut down, baby! Yeah, that's 400 credits, so Sage actually invested a lot into this. This is a really, really nice move here. We have a little bit of a switch also on this map, and we've seen that just a day ago, Valorando, that on this map in particular, on Haven, they actually switched Laka from... Actually, let me double check who's playing it. Yes, Laka actually going into Jet, which moves Chris onto Sage here. And we have also Latex on Omen on this map. So a little bit of a different approach here when it comes to the agent choices. We still got Cypher on both sides. Sage still mandatory, as the attack's already coming in all around window. Shadow and Zipan get 2 kills. Laka at least with 1 counter, taking Zipan down, who was the top killer in the last game. And let's see what else is going to happen with this. Oh, Shadow Lols comes around the corner, gets the easy kill in. Laka once again with the counter kill. That leaves us with a 2 versus 3 situation. Again, if they can plant, that would be a win already. So it's not only about you trying to win the round and getting kills in, but if you already fear that you might not be able to win the round itself, then just simply having the ability of planting is incredibly important. So the camera gets taken out, he gets caught as well. Run, baby, run! And they're moving over. Okay, Shadow Lols gets Laka, shot in the back. And here we go. Plant. The spike is in. Tries to get at least 1 kill, doesn't get it. Shadow Lol's got 4 kills that round, but again, just planting the spike gives you a fair chunk of money for the next round, so that makes things a little bit easier for them. Still expect, of course, that they will play an eco round, as they lost the first one, but let's see what they're gonna do with this. Okay, what else are we gonna get? Let's see what the weaponry is going to be, especially when we're looking towards Fabriken. And Fabriken, yeah, they actually get themselves a couple of SMGs here. So we got a Spectre, we have still 2 Ghosts, we get a Marshal and also a Bulldog. So nothing really too crazy, but the armor alone obviously making a difference. And a little bit of a switch here too, as Nicola decides that he can make do with the light armor and then can afford a Spectre instead of just simply running around with the Ghost the entire time. And Valorando, with the exception of Pan, pretty much not investing any money whatsoever. Pan is the only one that actually went for something here and gets killed right away. That's the nasty thing when in the second round you're going up against the Marshal. If you don't have any armor, the Marshal can actually one-shot you. So that's super, super annoying. And that's why that weapon is just absolutely fantastic against an opponent that can't afford to buy armor or weapons. So you will always find yourself in a position where you get mad value out of a Marshal. So playing that weapon in the second round can be highly beneficial. And this is a round that Fabriken is of course supposed to win, simply because they're outspending their opponents so heavily out of the last one. But currently, I gotta say, Valorando did quite well here. They planned the spike down once again, but Zipan, as usual, is just absolutely beastnit, taking everybody down. He's the one going for the defuse here too. Got 3 kills once again, and looking fairly strong here. So, yep, nicely done. Okay, so with that, let's see what we get. We have first of all, on the weapon side, let's double check what Valorando is doing here. Pan in particular. Yeah, Laka has already his AWP, so that's the first thing to really watch out for here with this Jet. Yeah, and this is usually the round, the third round, where we have Valorando in a better position because now they are outspending Fabriken. Fabriken goes for armor again, but as you can tell, they keep their weapons. They actually don't buy anything too crazy here. A little bit of a look to what Laka can actually pull off. He's the one with the AWP. Yeah, there's already a little... Oh, they got wrecked. Alright, this one hurts. This one hurts a lot. This is not a scenario that they are going to enjoy at all. Because now they lost the weapons, they lost the operator right now, and they also lost whatever rifle we had in their hands of Pan. So that was an actually really good move out. The initial jump across was actually kind of nice because it distracts the opponents a little bit and gives Laka with Jet the chance to use his operator and maybe get that quick one-shot in. But that didn't quite work. So now it's a 5 versus 3. And again, in a round that Valorando should win. So losing this one would hurt a lot. Now they're trying to make a play for B. Yeah, it will be tricky. There's the ult already out. So far, so good. By the way, you might have realized Braxco actually now on the operator at this point. He's the one moving in. Which actually lets me to believe that they were able to get the operator here. Let's have a quick look at this. Yeah, so they actually still got it. Yeah, apologies. Apparently, Fabriken wasn't able to move towards the operator and grab the weapons. So, my bad. Seems like Rux was able to recover it and bring it straight in for Braxco, who already used it. And they're starting to get the plan. They have also 3 versus 2 now. Nice recovery here. Well done. Nicola still gets the kill, so the AWP is down again. That's a shit ton of credits, guys. 4,500 is just a fuck ton. So you need to make sure that you somehow get that. Oh, and Chris gets the kill against Latex. Valorando bringing it back. Nicely done by them. That was actually really, really good. Yeah, I actually like this quite a bit. I mean, that was really impressive. So they recovered the operator as they rotated quickly towards C. On the minimap, it looked like Fabriken was able to recover those weapons after they got the double kill, but that wasn't the case. So Rax and I think it was Brimstone, Rax and Braxco moving in, taking the AWP back real quickly, and then making a slow approach towards B possible, getting the kills, and then also the win. Still losing, of course, a few agents, but I gotta say, that was a nice recovery from them. I'm not sure if Fabriken was really happy with how that round ended, considering how well they were set up initially. So for now, weaponry, again, pretty much what you expect. Shadow Lols is the one with the operator sitting on C right now. Nothing really here for him. Rux already peeking around a bit. There's a double cover on A short at this point. Killing is from Zippon against Braxtor. But here we go. Straight around the corner. A little bit of a hidey. Oh, that easy kill for Rax. But Latex got the kill against Pan, of course, already. Rax with the second one, but Zippon is always where he needs to be. Able to lock Rax down as well. 3 versus 2 situation. Plant would be important right now for Valorando. They're trying to get that set up. Chris with Sage is moving in. Laka with the op shot towards the window. Nice. Gets the kill here. Starts to throw out a little bit of cover too, but Zippon again. He's looking for the next one. Already moving in. They know exactly where Jet is. And he gets the kill. Wall bangs through the floor here. Floor bangs him. And gets the op as well. Yeah, nicely done. Again, Zippon absolutely beasting it. He's already played a fantastic game 1. Despite the fact, of course, that eventually they lost the first map. They lost on Bind, but we see pretty much the same plays here. The guy is just an absolute fucking monster. Honestly, when your parents told you about monsters hiding in the dark, they were talking about Zippon. That's exactly what they're talking about. I mean, that motherfucker comes from the left, from the right, he's flanking you, and even if you approach him head-on, that headshot is just there within a second. He's leading the charts once again. Who would have thought? Shocking, I know. But yeah, Laka. Alright, let's see how they're gonna play this. It's time for another eco round for Valorando. Yeah, lost too many rounds now. And it's time for a couple of showers. Already getting the stim beacon out. And there we go. Laka's immediately down. Shadow Lols is sitting here and is just like lol, getting one big hit in after another. He's just like, it's off time, baby. Yeah, gets one shot after another in pretty easily. And Valorando has already started to fall back a little bit here. Yeah, but there's another one. Shadow Laws is totally unimpressed. He's just like sitting there, he's taking them one after another. It's like, it's honestly like practice at this point. He's farmed those bots in the practice range quite a bit, and this is just another day in the office for him. Another win for them. Eco round. This is of course the one they were supposed to win, so they get the 4-1 lead. They must be pretty happy with this. I mean, Haven, very different map than Bind here, but of course defender side usually has a slight advantage. But right now they are starting to take a massive lead. This is really the moment where Valorando has to start to bring it back a little, or they're gonna be in for one hell of a second half. Laka, the one with the operator again. Everybody else was able to buy, of course, as well. This one is now 10 kills. And, well, let's go. Let's have a look at what Laka can pull off on long over here. Yeah, it's actually covering short for now. And gets the kill. Nice. There's one locked in immediately. Pan makes a little bit of noise over on the sea, but is already starting to move away here. As Laka is still looking for the hit. Won't be able to find it anytime soon. The rest of the team is rotating towards the middle. Chris is sitting at the window. Zippon on the other side is sitting up at the top of the box. The defender side trying to make the play here. It's all down to Laka on A, by the way, again. Still double checking here. He's in vision though. He needs to move the spy darts. He needs to be careful with that. They can't really find the angle just yet. Vision once again is blocked as the cage comes down. But they got another kill by now. Moving straight back into the middle for now. Valorando still have a little bit of time left and they're trying to go towards B. 5 versus 3. Defenders are spread out thin. Cypher on A. Raze on B. Sage on C. Could rotate over double doors. This seems to be the goal. And Sage is actually rotating away at this point. Rotates away. Sees the slow up coming. Makes the move over to C again. But goes down just as Rax takes it. There's the wall now as well. And that's an easy cover. And Fabriken doesn't even bother. Immediately moving away and say like, yeah, no, not happening. I got my shiny weapon over here. Not gonna do anything around that. Yeah, we got one Phantom. And for Leodets, we got a Phantom as well. Both of them are totally not willing to part with that. Get a nice camera out there too. And just a little bit of cover. So yeah, they're not gonna be attacked anytime soon. The only one who's really trying to look for them a bit is Pan at this point. He's honestly the only one. Yeah, Pan is just sitting there and saying like, alright, let's see what I can actually do. There's a little bit of time left. Braxco is also moving a bit out. The entry fraggers again, right? Yeah, the aggressive ones, the ones that always want to go for the kills here. Honestly, going for the kills, he might die. Raxco is moving in and he gets the headshot. Nice. They get actually both of them. Fuck me, not bad. They get both of the kills here. Raxco and Pan, the two of them moving through, getting the kill through window. And then Braxton comes around the corner and gets the insta headshot in. Both teams now with plenty of money to equip themselves here. Luckily the only one that still runs around with light armor. But yeah. That's exactly what Valorando needed. A couple of wins to bring it back, so we have still a lead 4 against 2 in favor of Fabriken. We were beat up a little bit on the last map, but this one is supposed to be different. Let's take the defender side again. Zipan over here. Actually, at this point, not only about Zipan. Over here, Breach already trying to come around the corner. A little bit aggressive. Jet rushing in immediately. Gets obliterated. But Grax takes Shadow Lulz down, so he's dead. Oh, and nice kills coming in as well on the other side. But of course now we have Rex with only 19 HP left. Him and Braxco, the only two. Checks the camera for just a second. Rax trying to move over to B. Needs to be careful though. Cypher sitting in the corner. They have a 2 versus 2 situation. Raxco runs in, tries to get the kill against Nicola. Gets taken out, but Rax gets the counter kill. 1v1 now. 1v1, but only 19 HP left. It's gonna be a clutch one. Plans for Long. Can go and see Long now if he wants to. But Leo Deads is just deadsing him straight into the head. Nicely done by him. Another point here for the defenders. Fabriken with a 5 versus 2 right now. Nicely done. Well played by them. Now already, again, in preparation for the next round, as I said, we're gonna have the score on the wrong side once that we're entering the second half. It's still a couple of rounds away, but I also want to highlight that real quickly. Most of you know that by now already, but just to highlight that once again, I assume that with the release of the actual game, this is going to be fixed, but for now, it isn't. So, there's pressure. There's definitely pressure on Valorando now. So they're still playing this out. They got a lot of control here. I mean, first of all, they have their ults ready. They could use Brimstone to flush out agents in a certain location, maybe flush a certain portion of C out, push the opponents out there. You always, if you go for a little bit more of an eco round, you could use the Jet ult to just save a bit of money. There's the Showstopper on Raze. Now there's 3 ults available for Fabriken, of course, too, so it's not like they're helpless. But still, Valorando, they have a good setup to lock a round in for themselves here. Maybe just like pad the bank a little bit more, pad those accounts, and get the proper interest deal. So for now, ladies first apparently. Sage the one, so I move in. It's like Sage and Pan on his race, both starting to move in. Rex actually, it's starting to take the lead here as they're coming around the corner. Rotation's already coming in. Showstopper time. Checking around the corner. Nobody over here. Still looking for the target. And fires the ult out, but didn't really hit anything. But they take full control, of course, of the point. Now the defenders have to try and move in, so we're going to take a bit of a look at Zipan. They're not really too keen to push into that choke point here, and I can't really blame them. They're going to be met by quite a little bit of fire if they actually try and pull that off. Omen at the same time is now also sitting at the top, heavily smoked out. He himself is also trying to move through. And there we go. Uses the ult, comes straight in. Nicely done. Nice approach, but it doesn't really do anything. Chris is absolutely on fire again and obliterates all of them. Shadow Lulz is the only survivor, and with this orb he's not going to make any moves. But you can already tell, I mean, who's going to be the one trying to hunt him down? Of course it's Braxco. Braxco is already sitting there and he's just like, yeah, let's see what we can get. Rushing away from the bomb. Also seeing if he can maybe get a kill. But it was a nice move by Omen, honestly. Like, he throws his own smoke out and then he globals into it. It was a cool idea, but it didn't really net him anything. It was maybe a bit too obvious. Valorando was covering that angle, and now they got another point on the board, which forces Fabriken into an eco round. Which is a little bit awkward for Shadow Lulz, because he's just super flushed since he didn't die, so he has the operator there as well. And yeah, that's a couple of jealous glances that he gets from the rest of his teammates as they're running around with sheriffs. And a couple of ghosts here, so Valorando in a spot where they should try and win this. VIP for Fabriken here is definitely going to be that's definitely going to be a Breach. Trying to get a few kills in. And Breach is already making the rotation. He's already rotating over. Trying to see if he can get a kill in. Alright. There's the blind. And he gets taken out by Pan immediately. Pan gets the first kill here. Already controls the choke point towards spawn a little bit. They've already taken the first 2 kills. Plant is going to be easy. And we have Sage planting towards C long, so have an easy time actually to covering that angle also from C, which is exactly where we're seeing Lucka right now. Lucka has taken one of the rotational heroes in, and if he actually just stays there, he's going to have an easy time too. So yeah, no problems for him. Brax gets the kill against Zipper now too. Last man standing. Omen, he gets taken down as well. Lucka just covering those angles, easy peasy. And that's another big win for them. So 4 against 5. Yeah, they're closing the gap quickly. Valorando starting to get their momentum. What they've been looking for the entire time here. And especially Rax is currently doing extremely well. That's on the attacker side with Cypher. Always, of course, an agent that excels on the defense. But he provides a ton of information here for his team whenever he can. Lucka also still with his ult. Didn't really need it so far. It's actually a nice ult as well for, like, it's one of the reasons, honestly, why Jett is such a good player with the ult. You can reposition very quickly after a shot, after a kill. At the same time, you're in a position where you can reach angles that, or positions that other agents just can't. And you can always fall back on your ult if you're in a position where, with the op itself, you can't really fight and you don't have another proper weapon. So you can always try and make that play. And talking about making the plays here, doesn't get that shot connected, but still, we already have Braxco taken out a little bit earlier. It was Pan that made the play again. And talking about Pan, let's take another close look at him. He's just waiting on B for them. It's the race players, honestly. It's the entry fraggers that are doing a lot of work here. I mean, Pan is the one who is just double checking over on the right side here. But we still got Zipan over here as well. Coincidence that both of them have, like, pretty much the same name? Like, I don't fucking think so. They play the same hero. They have kind of the same name here. I mean, that can't be a coincidence. There's definitely something going on here. And they're both just beasting it on the numbers. So, there's that. Yeah, here comes the attack now, though. Zipan is there. Gets the kill against Chris. And in the meantime, we have Pan for the attackers trying to make his way onto C. He's not the only one. Okay. Around the corner here. Be careful, gets actually immediately taken. No attack yet. Ah, good kills. Defenders again. Nicola coming through the garage. Gets the kill. Nicely done. Initially that actually looked really good for Valorando. But they get obliterated after all. So nicely done. Okay, so with that, let's see what we do have on the money end. Rax, the only one that doesn't have a proper weapon just now. Okay, someone apparently dropped him one. Lucka still has enough. I mean, again, you can see it from the winner score here. We have now also an op for Shadow Lols again. Op for Lucka, so both teams still full equipped. The difference is that Rax actually doesn't have a full armor. So he had to make a few compromises here. He needed to be careful. Gets full vision again through his camera. So that's great for him. Lucka is the one moving out a little bit more aggressively right now. Has been smoked off though. Actually, it's not his smoke. It's obviously the teammate that smoked there for him. So that he can make the approach. I'm talking about teammates, actually Braxco, who was sitting right there. And they're starting to go aggressively for B now. Camera still spotting down A long. Seems like Chris is the one to make his way in. Trying to wall, actually. Walls the side off. Nicely done. Slows the other edge off as well. And they actually smoked off Zipan over here. He has the vision right now. Oh! With Rax taken down, the spike is on top of the wall. Zipan is sitting here and is just like, yep, thanks boys. Great position for us to be in. Was able to get the kill with the C4. And now he's in a great spot. Find the hole as the showstopper comes through. But Pan gets taken out by Latex. The spike in mid-air at this point. Yeah, that thing doesn't drop down. Lucka at least gets the kill, but Zipan is still sitting in the corner and gets an easy kill here. Tries, of course, to get Jett. Need to be careful. There's still 3. There's already a little bit of lockdown. I mean, Jett could try to use the cover to move in. He's pretty much exactly what Laka is trying to do here, but he is just fighting a hopeless battle, more or less. He would have to absolutely play out of his mind here in order to make that work. Could potentially, I guess, use the ult, but is just trying to save his weapon instead. He has 43 hit points. Of course, he has the ult available on Jet and might be able to make a play or two, but even if he gets a kill, what at the end of the day is it really going to do for them? Not really too much, if you're honest, for just a moment. So with him holding the AWP, it was just way better for them to retreat. Puts them into a little bit of a weird spot. I mean, they still have money to buy. They're forcing a little bit of a buy here. It's not really a full one because Rux just can't afford anything really. I mean, he has a full armor and he has also a sheriff, but he needs to play this a little bit slower. The rest of the team still had enough bank to ensure that they can buy rifles. And the AWP, of course, was also deployed there for Laka, who spent his money to give his teammates a little bit of extra pocket jet money here. Laka gets the kill against Latex and actually repositioned immediately to not fall victim to Cypher. So now we have a 4 versus 3 situation in favor of Valorando.
Right here.
Sage is moving around a little bit. There's already a couple of pings coming down as they're starting to move towards the middle. Rux is happy. He has a weapon now. So yeah, Rux with the Vandal at this point.
Prepare for help.
There's the revive. Nicola brought Zipan back. Oh, and he gets killed immediately. Nice. Really good move from Braxco. He was just waiting for this. He saw that the Sage ult was active and he kept himself with his ult in range of the corpse. And as Sage comes in for the revive, he just simply drops the ult and gets the refrag. Well done. Really, really good move by Braxco here. That was an easy one for him. And they win the round on the back of it. Nicely done. 5 against 7. And with that, we're changing sides, of course. Yeah, we focus a little bit more on... Actually, do we change sides? No! Yes. Am I high? Ah, I'm on the wrong key. My bad. Yeah, I wanted to jump on a Zipan. You see? Now they're confusing me too. Now again, the scores are wrong. Valorando is behind. And Fabriken is the team with the 7 points. So the scores are wrong. Everything else is still correct. Colors have, of course, changed a little bit to indicate that Valorando is now defending. And Fabriken is on the attacker side. But Fabriken is the team that only needs another 6 points here as we're heading into the pistol round. But yeah, that was a really good refrag with the ult. That's one of the things that you can just always do. Pretty easy. Move to the middle. Full 5-man setup. Yeah, if they're rushing like that, you always have to consider if retaking is not going to be the better option. Okay, they bought utility. That's 400 already. 400 honestly hurts Sage. It really hurts you. I mean, Sage, there needed to be an adjustment for Sage. She was just too strong the way she was. Could argue that she is still absolutely crucial for any team, and she definitely... Oh, sorry. Hiccups. She definitely is. That's kind of neat. I like that. Zipan gets Laka, Latex gets Chris. They're throwing everything through the wall that they can. Smoke Swain too. Oh, Zipan with 4 kills again. Seriously. Someone stop that kid. Holy shit. Yeah, he has 25 kills now. 25. He's doubling the second in this game. Rax has barely half his kills. He's insane. He's absolutely insane. Like, whatever they are giving them over there in Sweden, it's working. Meatballs, I don't care. I mean, whatever it is. It's just like, yeah, those IKEA hot dogs, I have no clue, but holy shit. That guy is going bonkers. So now, 8 points against 5 for Fabriken. Looking strong here. Once again, with the Roomba straight through the double doors. Currently, Braxco is the one holding that. Has the shorty over here. Yeah, of course, this is the second round, so they went into an eco round. We got 1 shorty as he's holding double doors. You will see that actually quite a lot. The double doors is being held by that. Oh, and the wall bang. Of course, it's once again a Zipan as they move in here. Trying to make it through the double doors. Probably on 2C. Still playing it a little bit slow. They still got Omen coming in slowly. And yeah, we actually got Cypher holding the pot. Okay, breaking through the wall for now. Make a little bit of noise here too and playing it slow. This is not a round that you want to lose. Again, if you are ahead in a situation like this, Nicola, Zipper, and they get Rax and Pan, both of them down. That's a 2 versus 5 now. Great spot for them. Really looking good. Leo dead. Chris at least takes one, but of course, this seems to be like a foregone conclusion. Unless we have Laka completely popping off with his classic. I mean, he's just like jumping a little bit and seeing if he can maybe get a lucky headshot in. Because the problem that they're still facing is that in this situation, it's nearly end. I mean, you don't really want to use too much utility if you're still up against, what was it, 4 at this point. If you get a kill or 2, don't get me wrong, then it's the time to really think like, yeah, maybe I can do a little bit more. But in that situation, it ain't happening. So, yeah, not really. Okay, so 9 points for Fabriken, 5 for Valorando. And, well, let's see what they can actually pull off in this one. This is the round, again, this is the 3rd round of the half, right? So now we have the exact other situation, opposite day. We got way more money spent on weaponry for Valorando than for Fabriken. And in this case, as a few of those died, Laka actually gets Leo deads. That's already kicking the round off. So that's not really a good start for them either. They're still trying to move towards B here. So there's actually nobody here at this point. So they get the entire setup. It was a little bit of a gamble from Valorando. Nobody on B. They're opting in for the retake. Yeah, ult is already being used. As Latex is jumping over. And he's not covering the side, the entrance. Latex goes down. Zipan at least gets the counter kill. Pan comes in. And Zipan still gets the kill against Pan. Defenders take it though as Laka eliminates Race finally for good. Another point for Valorando. They win the round. That was the important one. That one was the one that they actually needed. Okay. So over here. Latex with his Omen. Mixed success so far. 6 kills only. 29 by now from Zipan. I mean, it's starting to become a little bit of a meme, honestly. He has more kills than the rest of his team. Just saying. I mean, literally. He has more kills than the rest of his team. Honestly, this guy has calves that are just sexy as hell. If you carry like this all day, every day, you not only got a really broad back, but you have to lift from the knees, right? So that guy has actually calves and legs that are just absolutely sexy. So you got to be super careful here. That guy is working out all day, every day. That leg press is afraid whenever I see him. Just as I praise him over the moon, he gets 1 kill but gets immediately eliminated. Yeah, he's always trading. But yeah, he put on the carry backpack today. No doubt about that. 9 kills against 6 though. So look as the attackers come in with Latex. Omen is the one carrying the spike, making it over towards C. Has to deal with Braxco though. Braxco is sitting there trying to get the kill. Chris gets the kill against Leo Dats. And the ult on the side of Laka. He gets also eliminated. That was a quick kill against him. Yeah, but Rax is getting 1. Takes Nicola down. Nicola! And also gets himself a proper weapon.
No more charges left.
Omen is still alive, but Omen has like no hit points whatsoever. Oh, nicely done. Still gets the kill, of course. And there we go. Rax, easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, takes him down. Boom. That's another point on the board, just as he gets the defuse through. 7 for Valorando, 9 for Fabriken. Yeah, nicely done. Good job. So, with that said, let's see what they can pull off this time. Still sitting tight here. What's happening on the attackers? Yeah, the attacker side here, Zipan. Zipan needs a bigger backpack. I'm not sure what to tell you guys here. He needs a bigger backpack at this point. We got an eco round going where we get that stinger that Latex is playing here. We also got another SMG with the Spectre here. Yeah, 1 Bucky for Chris. Oh, heavy move through there. Yeah, that's always a little bit tricky. They're rushing onto A now. A little bit of a slow approach, I was about to say, as we have Valorando falling back, but it's an absolute slaughter. Lachende die Kreissäge, baby. They're all moving in, and that's 1 down after another, 5 down within seconds. And, well, that's the eco round. That was a quick one. I didn't really give them too much here. Attackers, they are starting to struggle, honestly. They're a fantastic defender side, but now the same is also true for Valorando, as they're just creeping back point after point, and now they are just 1 point away from equalizing the score on this map. Yeah, it seems a little bit like Fabriken is having trouble to get any points on the board on the attacking side right now. Where to go? They got 3 ults ready. Omen could always try to go for a little bit of a fake out or join the team late with his ult. Laka gets the kill against Zipan. That's a really good kill. I mean, honestly, obviously it's a team game. Duh. And without the support of the rest of the team, Zipan wouldn't be able to make any of the plays that he's currently making here. Now, he got revived. But if you can get the kill in against him as the round starts, then you already know that you are in for a pretty decent round. I'm not trying to say that his teammates are not a threat as well, but it is pretty telling if he leads the charts or the kills in the game with such a huge margin. I mean, he's not leading it by like 2, 3, 4, or 5. He's literally in a position where he has more kills than the rest of his entire team. So he is hard carrying here in some situations. Multi-kill after multi-kill from him. And he's looking for just another one, so he is beasting it up. And if Valorando can get a kill against him, then it's fantastic. Shadow Lol is another heavy hitter for them, also taken down by Laka. And Laka is just taking one after another here. Already eliminated 2. Zipan is now down as well. As Laka is aiming for the next one, trying to retreat with Kaba. Gets the quick orb out, so far so good. Yeah, easy one for him. I mean, there's 2 remaining. It's a 2 versus 3 situation actually now. Which is winnable for Fabriken. This is definitely a winnable situation, especially since everybody from Valorando is stacked up on towards C-Spawn. Okay, there's the kill against Leo Dance. Nice! And Nikola with a double kill. Pan takes him down, and that was the last man standing. Pan able to make the play and secure themselves the round. Yeah, dead even. 9 against 9 points. That's exactly what we're getting here. And for now, what do we have on the buy end? Attackers now. I mean, they can't really afford a full buy, especially if they also need a bit of utility. But they should be able to at least afford themselves a pretty decent buy. So we actually have them going for an eco round apparently. There's only one. Yeah, they're shifting around a little bit. I mean, we had a Guardian there for just a second. We can at least get a Spectre. They're thinking about armor here. They really have to even this out a little bit, and that's exactly what they're doing. We have 2 Spectres in play. We got 2 Sheriffs and a Classic for Shadow Lords. Full buys, though, for the opponent's team with 2 Operators in play for Valorando. Yeah, that's going to be a hard sell. The aggression is happening on A, though. Yeah, you can't just run up against Rax like this. I mean, honestly, if you just run into Rax's traps like that, he's going to fuck you up 6 days to Sunday. Like, that bad boy can hold the spot alone for quite some time. So, those traps combined, of course, with the cages, he's just going to sit there and wait for you to make your play. And that's exactly what Omen experienced firsthand here. It was an easy kill for him. And just another day in the office for Rex. Just getting his Cypher skills out here. And that actually triggers the response to rotate B instead of making another approach for A from Fabriken. And they get immediately hit here by Jet. Yeah, there we got it again. Both of them moving in. Boom. Shots out. Laka gets the kill against Nikola. And that leaves us with only 1 man standing. Leo deads for the attackers. He's trying to make something happen against 3 defenders now. Good luck with that. They are literally trying to attack him from 3 sides right now, from 2. Diffuse is already in. There's no way he goes. Oh, actually, that was a little bit of a weird one. But there's the diffuse. Might have gotten the kill. Might still be able to get away here. Always time for a spray. That's the end of him. Still able to save the operator. So far, so good. But yeah. It's actually one of the things that when you watch Rax's stream a little bit, and streams will be linked in the description if you actually watch this on YouTube right now. And if you do watch it on YouTube, make sure that if you like the coverage and if you enjoy the commentary, first of all, a bit of feedback is always welcome. I think the flow is getting a little bit better. There's definitely things that have to improve, and of course on the overlay and graphic sides, there's a few things that can be done on my end, also for the commentary. And some other stuff will improve on Riot's side. But again, feedback always welcome. And as I said, if you like more coverage like this, give the video a thumbs up. Always good as an indicator for me on what people want here. But as I say, I'm going to link the player streams there too. And if you watch Rax actually play, he's always the one that's like, just hold. Every single time you go for a defuse, just hold it. Oh, that's optimistic.
I know exactly where you are.
I mean, Laka is just sitting there. Laka is sitting there, sees the Omen trying to ult in right next to him. He's like, you're fucking kidding me, right? Yeah, you can't be serious. Are you for real, bro? So yeah, Omen was apparently heavily banking on nobody being in window. That was a very optimistic one. Not sure what else to say there. Okay, kills are in. Zipan takes another one down. That actually makes Jet the last man standing. And yeah, Laka's down, so the attackers actually win it. Omen was just a massive distraction. Give them a little bit of safety. Okay, 10 versus 10. Guys, it's getting close again. I like it. Very close round between the teams here. Yeah, not enough money for Valorando. Valorando going for an eco round now. Yep. It's actually kind of surprising. They won. You can really tell that there is a problem with them dying so much now. Look at how many rounds in a row they won. 5 in a row. That's a shit ton of money. But every single time they play, Fabriken makes it actually close. So that's why they don't have enough money now. We got a lot of Buckies in play. Oh, seems like Rax is gonna get some company over here. Yep. Already sees the first one. Start to fall back a little bit. Has only the classic. Nothing else. Same time now. Approach onto the spot from Zipan. Is not moving in just yet. And for good reason. Jet, yeah, that's exactly the corner that she's in. You can't know that. Could also be on the right. It's always a gamble, right? Oh! Comes around the corner and takes them down. Motherfucker. With that triple kill. I mean, honestly, what the fuck? Seriously, can this guy just like take it easy for one round? Just to make the others feel better? Can you just like simply sit there, you know, and just like not hit the last and final shot and let someone else go in for the kill? 37 kills! I mean, at least by now, the other 4 players combined have more kills than he has solo, but it's still insane. It's still insane. So yeah, gets another triple kill, and what a beautiful one. I mean, the initial kill against Jet alone was just fantastic. It's like, this guy can hit nothing but heads. Honestly, it's just like one headshot after another. This is like body shots? What is that? I heard about this, but why would you do that? I heard it does less damage. That's stupid. I'm only hitting heads, baby. All day, every day. And they take the lead. Fabriken is ahead again. 11-10 in their favor. Valorando has fallen behind a bit. Now, granted, this was their eco round. But still, now we have the full buys again. And that gives Laka, of course, the operator here too. So it was a beautiful triple kill, don't get me wrong. But we still have to also point out that it was a situation in which we had an eco round going for Valorando. So, yeah. Always that little caveat out there. But off we go. Push towards A, it seems. That's exactly where Rax is sitting again. Pan is already pushing out B a little bit. Quite aggressive right now. Already saying like, boys, not quite sure what's going on here. But nothing's happening for now. Rax in the meantime, he's sitting tight. Rax is sitting on the defense right now, and everybody's gonna go towards A in just another second. Camera is in. Oh, Laka gets the kill. Literally having Rax's back, who's at 10 HP now, and runs straight to Mama. Rax straight on the way to Mama, so that he can get that heal. And yep, there it is. Gets the quick heal out. That picture! I love that he didn't use the dart, so they don't really know what's going on here. But absolutely fantastic camera. Everybody just like hiding in that corner in plain sight. If that doesn't remind you of Scary Movie, then I don't know what does. When he hides behind the fucking curtain and the shoes are popping out, that's exactly the same situation. If I don't move, you can't see me. Yeah, he saw you, baby. Don't know what else to tell you there. Alright, so Omen, what can we get? He's trying to push in. They're running a little bit out of time. I mean, they're on 30 seconds right now, so they gotta be careful.
Cover going out.
Throws the cover out, moves around the corner. Alright. Breach ult is coming out. Gist is up. They're going on the A. Yeah, takes it down. There's the ult. As Braxton tries to slow them down a little bit. Pan gets the kill. Laka misses the shot. And Rax gets taken down. Pan is also eliminated. Defenders are suffering a little bit. Only 3 standing. The knives are coming out as Jet gets the kills. And he's not the only one. Braxco comes through with another 1-2. That's 11-11. Nice spot to be in now. Ah, God, I love this. This is going to go down to the wire. I would not mind having a sudden death between these two. But let's have a look at the economy again. Pretty much full buys on all sides. The only one, Laka, in this case, has still the light armor over here. Not quite enough money to afford himself heavy armor on top of that too. Now, when it comes to ults, we got the showstopper ready for Pan, so that's the first thing. So we're going to have a bit of a look to what's him and what he does. We got Sage with the revive on both sides ready. I mean, this is an important round. If you win this one, you got 2 match points. So, yeah, putting in the extra ult. Oh, talking about ults over here. Chris is the one trying to ult. See, headshot! Ah, he doesn't get the second one. And there's the ult right away. Showstopper, baby. Party time! And boom! Pan with the easy kill against Shadow Lols. Jumps in and gets the short, the close distance hit in. But, of course, Zipan takes him out. And Zipan at this point is the last man standing. Him against 3. Not quite a fair battle for Valorando, but they're going to take it. Zipan are going to... I mean, again, he needs to be careful now. Oh, gets... Oh, Rux takes him down. Rux apparently down with all of this. He's just like, yeah, baby. Funny master right here. That's it. Okay, good kill. Nicely done. And now, of course, the big question, how's the economy going to look for Fabriken? Do they have enough in this round for a proper buy? Honestly, in this round, you have to spend your money anyways. Like, whatever you have, you just throw it out. Because if it comes to another round, if it comes to a sudden death, everybody loses all their equipment anyways, and they get 5,000 flat and can buy themselves whatever they want.
Yes.
So this is the round where you don't want to be stingy. You throw out whatever you have. You get everything. And you don't want to save your ults here either. Oh, Omen. Alright. Already teleporting over. Doesn't have an ult ready. Needs one more though. 1 kill, 1 ult orb, and here's his ult. So that would be kind of neat. Yeah, we got Pan actually down. We had 1 revive already through. So Fabriken revive. Rux takes Leo that's down. And Rux with the 2nd kill. Moved through shore, takes Latex down. Laka is jumping in after him. Uh-oh, this is getting tricky now. This is getting really tricky. Valorando is in the lead, 12-11. Zipan is down. Exactly Rex is going boss mode over here. Puts the ult out too. They're going for the spy carrier kill. Breach is the only one standing. And that is it. We have Valorando with a victory against Fabriken. GG. Well played.